What is up, CEOs? I think we are live. Hopefully everything still works, like you can hear me. I have not done this in a minute, so I'm a little out of practice. But, like, where do I put the comments again? Okay, here we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, what's up, CEOs? It's been a minute. Let's take some time to catch up. Like, what y'all been up to? For me, I have been dealing with life as it is, really. So I just took some time off to like calm things down, celebrate my birthday last month, in the middle of the month. Went to the beach. Why did y'all not tell me that Daytona Beach is the bomb beach? Oh my goodness, it was my first time there. It was the bomb beach. So went to the beach, became a teacher because we got this virtual learning thing going on. So just trying to get my daughter in the groove with that. Yes, hey, okay, great. You can hear me. What's going on, CEOs? Let's see what else I need to catch y'all up on. Let's see, put a little color in my hair and, just feeling myself. And yeah, it took some time to like give myself some time, right? Manage some other things. Manage some things to open this new location. Yeah, like that was pretty much what I was doing. So what have you guys been up to? Before we get into this, into all this goodness. So while I'm waiting for the comments to roll in, frustrating side of owning a car lot, right? So I'm optimistic. I know this. I can easily see the good side of things. I can turn something bad into something great in my mind because I really feel like everything is great. We just have to see what part of it is great, right? We have to focus on the greatness, right? So I know this about myself. Why I'm saying this is because, sometimes I tend to paint the picture as rainbows and roses, but I'm also a realist. I'm very practical. And I also want to give you this side too of like, what's all the messed up stuff, right? Like, what's the part, before I even open this car lot, before I even get into this business, what's the headaches? What are the headaches that I can expect, right? So who's with me? I see Aimi, am I saying that right? And I see a couple other people are on, but nobody has said, what's up? So let me know who's with me. Hey, Eric, good morning. Good to see you. How's things been? How's life? How are the kids? Hey, Michael. Are your kids doing virtual learning too, Eric? Like, how are things, people? Let's reconnect. I missed you guys. So busy. I bet it's been busy. Yes, it's been busy. So I feel you on that. So what I want to make sure that I talk about today is the stuff that is frustrating, the stuff that will cause you some headaches. Oh, it's Ty. Okay. Car Bazaar, what's up? Okay, glad to have you back on the show. Yes, I'm glad to be back. Good to see you. All right, let me focus. I'm all excited. I feel like I came back and it was a party and I want to talk to everybody, right? So let me make sure though, I give you this. And even you who already have a dealership, if these are some headaches that you have in your business right now, then my goal is hopefully to shed some light on them because they don't have to be. So in the beginning, yeah, all this stuff tripped me up. And then as time went on, I started to develop a system and a way of being and a way of working that made these less of an issue. Okay, so there's your hope. It's not hopeless. There's your hope, but this is what will have you tripped up. Oh, hey Ariana, good to see you. All right, so number one, paperwork. Paperwork is like, most of the time when people hit me up, they are talking about paperwork. They're like, oh my gosh, the paperwork, the titles, the tax returns, and that's like the sales tax returns, okay? And then there's the federal tax returns and the state tax returns, and then there's the federal sales paperwork that you need to have with each sale, like the ones that are federally mandated. And what I mean by federal is like the country has said this is what all auto dealers should do in every state, right? So like the paperwork, just making sure you have the right paperwork, making sure you're not forgetting the paperwork, making sure the paperwork is correct. Titles is really the big one. A lot of people don't know how to fill out titles, and I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking about before it gets to you. A lot of times you'll get a title from the auction that's not filled out correctly, and then you have to jump through a whole lot of hoops to get it corrected, because you can't sell the car with a title that's not straight, right? So headache, right? Chasing down the right people to correct that title, headache. Number one, paperwork. Anyone else have any issues with paperwork? Am I missing any types of paperwork? Because I'm just like paperwork, receipts, right? Just paperwork, all the paperwork. Number two, the people. I love people. I think people are awesome. But when I started to notice that, especially selling cash cars, when people have a minimum amount of money, there's another side of them that comes out. There is the side of them that comes out where they have to think about only themselves, and it's like me against the world, right? So that's kind of like, if you think about the kind of energy that your customers would have, that's kind of the energy. It's like, I need the best car I can buy for the money I have, and I got to do whatever I got to do to get it, right? So the people have unrealistic expectations for these low price cars, because they really need it to do, they really need it to fly. But good morning, Joe. They really need it to fly, but like they don't have fly money, right? So they have unrealistic expectations. This is something that I learned that I didn't know about, which is like, the more you extend yourself, yeah, it's true, right? The more you extend yourself to people, it's like the more, that's when you're going to get burned. Like, there were a couple of times in the very beginning of the business, or our business, when people would call and be like, well, I don't have a car to come see the car. Can you meet me, or can you bring it to me? And I was thinking, well, okay, I will. And then we'll have a sale, right? Those people always ghosted. And I was like, I don't get it. Like, why would you do that? And then just anything like that. I remember one of our very first finance deals, we had this chick who, she needed to piece together her down payment, and we were trying to help her. And then she didn't do what she needed to do. And I just couldn't understand that. I was like, if somebody is helping me out, I would meet them halfway. But that's just not, I don't know, that's just not the mindset, I guess. So that's annoying. Collecting payments from people is annoying, but you have to think about this one. Now, how are you when people are trying to collect payments from you? Like, if you don't have the money, how do you do? Okay, that's all I gotta say. Okay, so how you do is probably how they do, which is dodge people, duck and dodge, right? Until your situation is greater, right? So collecting payments, lowballing prices, and wasting your time. But really, they're wasting your time because, like I said, what's up, Eric? Like I said, they're wasting your time because they need to think a lot of things through. They need to think through what is the best car for them to get for this $1,500 that they have right now, or $2,000 or $3,000, right? So they are really thinking it through because they need this to be a solid investment for them. And so it may seem like they're wasting your time, but really they're just trying to make sure they get what they need out of this whole situation. Okay. So I think I ran down everything about the people, the frustrating part. If you think of anything else, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. But yeah, setting expectations. Oh, I guess, I want to start talking about like how to fix it, but I think I'll just talk about frustrations and then talk about how to fix it. Okay, so number 3, buying cars right. All right, this is a long learning curve, y'all. If you are still struggling with buying cars right, look, I'm trying to fix it. I got you. I got something to help you because that is a long learning curve. Even my mechanics have a learning curve on that because it's not just about the mechanics of the car. It's about the economics of it as well. The economics of the deal. It's about a couple of factors that you need to put together. It's about customer appeal. It's about sellability. It's about a lot of different things, right? So yeah, I have a lot of people come to me who struggle with buying cars right. And I know wholesale prices are still not where we want them to be right now. But there are some other places that you can get inventory. So just try to seek those out, okay? The 4th thing that I thought about was mindset. I wanted to stay away from mindset, I think, because even me personally, I thought mindset was very intangible. Like it's very out there. It's very, yeah. Hey, Stephanie, what's up? It didn't seem concrete enough to talk about. But the more that I am in business, the more I understand that your mindset is everything. Small business and your life blend in so many ways, so much so that your mindset has to be healthy for your business to survive. And there are a couple of things that will play with your self-esteem in this business. And that is buying bad cars and not making enough profit, or feeling like you're not on top of your paperwork, or having people run you, your customers run you and you're like, I don't know how to make it stop. All these things will play with your self-esteem. Then it will play in your relationship. Then it will play with you as a parent with your kids. Then it bleeds into all areas of life. So a healthy mindset as an auto dealer is a must. You have to understand where your business ends and your mental health begins, kind of, or how to kind of like wrap your business up in the way you think, so that it doesn't mess with your confidence and your self-esteem. Because above everything else, you need to be confident and feel sure about what you're doing in this business, okay? So I just had to get serious for a minute because I did not give mindset enough credit in the very beginning. And I would like to say that I think it was mindset that turned everything around. It was some mindset shifts. So definitely keeping a healthy mindset is a frustrating part of having a car lot. Because like I said, lots of things play with your self-confidence or in your self-esteem, right? All right. So then number 5, and I don't know why everything turns out to be like 5. I guess it's just my number right now, but when I was thinking about it just came up to 5 things. So number 5 are the fees, right? The fees. And what I want to say about the fees is this. everyone you interact with knows that you are in this business to make money. And so you have to have a certain budget to do that. Okay. So saying that, what I want to say is a lot of times, I ran into a lot of, I felt like people, places, and vendors were predatory in a way because they knew I was in this business. I needed to survive and I would do whatever it took to survive. Right. And so it felt very predatory. It was like, oh, you need this, you need that, you need this, you need that. And it was hard to shift through everything I actually needed. Like, yeah, that sounds good. But do I actually need to spend money on that? Right. In addition to all the things I already know I need to spend money on, like I need to spend money on inventory and there's fees attached to that. I need to spend money on getting inventory reconditioned and there's expense tacked on to that, right? So the fees started to be frustrating because it was like, everybody is in my pocket. Everybody is trying to get a piece of, what I have. And I have only a small piece and I need what I have to, be successful or to make my business better, right? To build my business up. So the fees got to be really frustrating. I had to just really streamline and focus on just the most important things to spend my money on in my business. Because like I said, everybody is going to come at you with something to spend money on. And that is the quickest way to be out of business, is to have a huge overhead with all this stuff that you really don't need. Okay. So that's what I could come up with about what was frustrating in the business. Anybody else have anything else that is frustrating them? You would have anything to add about what I mentioned that was frustrating? I do want to hear, because this is just my perspective. And when I repost this video, I want others to see, that, hey, it's not just me. Yeah, this is what it is, right? Other people agree that, yeah, in this business, this is how it goes down, right? Right, Joe. Yeah. Okay. You agree. Yeah. So I did want to talk about fixing it because, like I said in the beginning, I'm an optimist. I do believe that everything works out for your good as long as you keep your eye in that direction, right? And so while these things are frustrating, they are not hopeless. Like, the way to fix the paperwork is to have systems in place in your business. You are in this business, you're a small team or you're a team of one, and it is impossible to stay on top of all the details without systems. So you need systems. For the people, you need to set the right expectations and have systems and have policies and procedures in place. That's really what expectations are in a business, right? Is to have expectations in place. Eric says free repairs after an as-is contract. Yeah. Right. That's the people part, right? Yeah. Because they have a minimum amount of money. So they are trying to figure out what they can get and, what they don't have to pay for, right? So yeah, you're right about that. I forgot about that. But what was I saying? Y'all, protocols, right? So protocols and procedures is how you set expectations for customers in business, right? So that you won't have people lowballing you, wasting time. You need to protect yourself in the collecting payments part, set expectations up front about, hey, you ghost me, this is what happens, right? You dodge me, this is what happens. Like, this is what you can expect. Yeah, and then setting expectations on what your cars are. So I want to get on a soapbox on that real quick, because in the beginning of this business I also had an unrealistic expectation of my own inventory, right? Which is why it was difficult for me to set a realistic expectation with my customers. I wasn't sure how to sell these cash cars, because it was hard for me to see the value as well, because these are the older cars. They're the most loved, you know? So like, I wasn't sure how to sell it. And so if you are unsure of how to sell it, then you need to get sure on how to sell it. You need to set proper expectations. Your customers need to know what to expect from a used car that costs $2,500. Okay. So definitely set that expectation. Buying right. You just need the education on what is your point system of inspection, so that you can inspect your cars to make sure you're buying profitable cars, and you're buying cars that are gonna last, right? Aren't gonna break down, at least till the sale, right? And I'm not saying that that's your goal, is like, let it, you know, last until the sale. But, you know, a lot of times, especially me in the beginning, I bought cars that didn't even make it to the sale before they broke down, right? And that's no good, right? And the mindset, I have to say that working with someone is really what improves your mindset. You need somebody to ground you, to bring you back to, you know, your magic, right? Bring you back to the great part of you in this business. And so working with someone is a solution for the mindset, be it a partner, a mentor, or anyone like that. And then the fees, basically just knowing what you need and don't need in your business. Okay. And that's how I feel you tackle those things. And I'm not, you know, you can, now that you have the list, you can Google it to death. You can figure it out. Everything is figure outable, right? I think that's even a book. Everything is figure outable. My question to you is, what do you want your journey to look like? Do you want it to be, you know, easy or unfold in front of you quickly? Or do you want to go about it yourself? If you want it to be easy and take the shortcut, then that's why I'm here, and that's what I can help you with. And if you are ready to take your dealership to the next level, or start your dealership, open your car lot, then schedule a strategy session with me and we can work through your best strategy. If you are still kicking the tires, trying to see, you know, how you can put together a plan for yourself, I am doing an online workshop right after this call about having your dream dealership. And I'm going to go through the 9 steps that you need to have your dream dealership. So I'll put the information in the description. I'm wondering if I'll do that before the workshop, but I'll make it happen. I'll put the link there so you can join that. And then I'm trying to see what else I have to offer you to help you along your way. I think that's it. So there's the Dream Dealership workshop, and then there's a strategy session. And, you know, as always, just make sure you get notified about these, because I have some new content. I feel clearer about what I think would help you. And so I have some new stuff I want to talk about that I think will be beneficial. So definitely make sure you got all the notifications on, like all the notifications, so that you know when these videos are up and live. And I think that's it. I look forward to reaching out to you know, over this week, this month. Oh, I do have a new class coming up for Auto Dealer Basics, which are the first 3 steps that you need to get your dealership on cruise control, I call it. So if you want information about that, then put some, you know, hit me up in the comments. So I'm here to help. I'm ready to help. I filled up my cup. I went to the beach. I chilled with family. So now I'm like, I have energy. I have time for you. And while I have the time, I want to give you the time, because I can't promise I'll have the time later. But I am going to do what I can do. Okay, Joe, can you update the auto broker process during COVID-19 environment? I'm not exactly sure what you mean, but send me an email so I can get the details, and I sure will, okay? Oh, you're welcome, Eric. It's so good to see you here. Like, I can't wait to connect. Like, I missed you. I missed you all. So let's get it. It is time to it's time to end the trauma of 2020 with on a good note, like with some business success, right? Okay, the course. Updated with the process. I don't know if I still understand what you mean, Joe. So just email me, okay? So we can I can get all the details, okay? What exactly you want me to update? That's what I need to know. All right, y'all, I got to get ready for this dream dealership workshop so I can tell you some 9 steps to your dream dealership. But I will see you next week. Okay, Joe, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.